What's up, mates? Let me... Wrong mouse. Welcome in, everybody. Turn this down. How's everybody doing? How's it going? How's it rocking? How's it rolling? Those guys know how to party. They know how to party. So, it looks like bleep. Sorry, mate. That's such a bummer. I hate it when that crap happens. But it was still really good. Everything that we did get, I loved it. It's good. So everybody today was really awesome. Really appreciate everybody's time and effort that they put into this. I know from just personal experience, it's a lot of work, and I saw a lot of people's stuff. It looks like they put way more work into it than I did, so I feel bad. Yeah, exactly. The bleepity bleep died. So we'll probably stay in VCV. Actually, we will stay in VCV. I think initially I said we'd go to the modular, but I show you guys how I set it up on the modular every time. But I think with VCV it would be nice because you guys would be able to... Uh-oh. Oh, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I figured this would be better because you guys can download this. These are what you need. I try to keep it really simple for people that just are starting out on Modular, or maybe in VCV, they're not too familiar, but you can take what we're gonna do here and apply it to a lot of other things. Like my shirt, this is my I have this, well, I think I'm gonna give it up, but I had this service and called like Stitch Fix, and they just pick you clothes and they send it to you, and if you like them, you keep them, if you don't, you send them back. And I told them, I'm streaming now, and I need shirts that don't have stripes and don't have these colors and blah, 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 because I'm on a camera. And I basically just sent that whole thing, and they sent this shirt, and I looked down, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with King Gathilan. He's a Twitch, well, he used to be on Twitch, and he's gone now, but he was a big streamer for a while, and he always wears shirts like this, and I was like, oh my god, did they just turn on the internet and go, well, we'll just get a shirt like what that guy's got on? Aquafunkalicious Booty, thank you so much. Yeah. They're okay. I'm not recommending them. Yeah, it's not exactly the best bang for your buck, but it did help me put clothes in my closet that I didn't want to go buy. No, this is my favorite shirt. It's super comfy. So we're going to be building this batch. I built 3 of these. If you guys go to the Discord, our Discord, you can, it's under VCV Rack Attack. This one and then 2 other ones I did just to see if I could do it. It's actually, oh shoot, that's right, I need the keyboard. No. Okay. I knew I'd forget something. Alright. You did a good deed? That's awesome, mate. Best thing is to tell others about your good deed so that they all know about it. I'm just teasing. So, we'll get started here. If you want any of these, So the Aridacity is needed, the Bog Audio is needed and recommended. Mind Meld, there's not very much there. And the Valley and the Wicked are recommended. Really, to do this, you can get away with the built-in VCV and Bog and Mind Meld. Oh, and Aridacity, because I love their clock divider. All right, so if anybody's new to VCV Rack, you can download it. It's an absolutely free program. It's one of my favorites. It is a modular emulator. We're just gonna make this patch again from scratch. Classic afterword jams. All right, so here, I'll save it. I don't think it needs to be saved, but I'll save it anyways. All right, bye-bye, buddy. So, when we go in, I just delete all this shit. Because all I need is the audio. And then we'll build a mixer. So, we'll do this the easy way here. We'll do mixer. And then we're going to scroll down. And we're going to see these Mind Meld mixers. Now there's some other ones down here. We're just going to use this one for now. And it's effects. Whoa!
Security
Let's go. We got security live with
They have given 16 gift subs.
Gifted Wambra. Let's go. Thank you very much. Welcome in. By the way, security live. We're doing a tutorial stream. It's kind of a special stream for the Golden Shrimp Guild. And let's see, we need that, and we need it to be 48, and we'll just use that buffer size for now. So now we have our mixer built. And here, I'm just gonna throw this guy over here to keep it clean. So to build our sequencer, we'll need a sequencer. I know, weird, right? I don't know how that came about, but it did. So we'll go to Bog Audio again. I really love their stuff. And if you're looking to start out, there's so many different options out there. And I found that it's not such a great idea to go nuts and download everything. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, kind of deal. But where is it? Is it over here? I'm not seeing what I'm looking for. Oh, there it is. So we'll use this as a sequencer. Oh my God.
X2 hands gifted tier 1 sub to Enchanting.
Thank you very much, Two Hands. That gifted sub. You guys rule. Cats rule. All right. We need a couple of other things here from Bog Audio as well. We're going to need an LFO. I'm just going to use this little one here. That's going to be our clock. Let's go to... We'll need a synth voice too. Whoa! No way! No way, guys! Bleep, thank you so much for that 200 bits. Thank you so much, guys, for that hype train! Alright. I don't know how to do a tutorial with a hype train excitement. I didn't think about that. Didn't think that far ahead. Damn it. I'll try to be, I know. What if I did it all with Meatwad's voice?
What if we all did that? That'd be good. Let's do it that way. We get rid of my dumb face and make it look better, maybe. I don't know, man. You done telling me that stuff and I don't listen because you bore me. Like halfway through, I fall asleep. Oh, Bleep Tempo, thank you so much, buddy. That's 200. That's alright. I'm gonna give me a hat. I'm gonna put on a Mr. Miwa's hat, and it's gonna have embroidered with a big letter J for Jam Man, cause that's what I am, damn it. Okay. We need to get some other stuff here. We're gonna go down to VCV. Now you should already have this one in your toolbox, and if you don't, then you probably don't have the right program. We're gonna get this here quantizer, and then we're gonna get this old boy. Where is he? His name is Gates. Now I know you thinking it's Bill Gates, and it's that island that he went on, but it ain't that. It's a different Gates. It's Melinda Gates. And then, what else do we need? I forgot. We need, oh yeah, we gotta go back to the bug audio. I forgot. We gotta get this old boy. We gotta get this sample and hold. Let's see. We got, where the hell is it? Oh, damn. I see it. It's right. No. Hold up. Wait. No. Oh, no. Is that? No. Okay. I might have to type, because I don't see it, and it's right in front of me, isn't it? Alright, well that's where this is good. You just go up here and you type sample, and then you don't even have to type the whole word. It goes, you trying to go here, right, boy? And you like, yeah, you smart. Then we're gonna do Apple D for duplicate, or you could do Control D if you're on a PC, or Windows computer. And then I think that's a true too with Linux, but I can't remember because the Linux computer that I have, it runs on a T100, and he mean. He's a mean old boy. Okay, now we're gonna make a couple of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we got 4 voices, boy. You see that? That's good. Oh, I just remember what we missed. Oh, you gotta take out more? Mr. X gotta go, yo. That's sad. I feel sad inside. Y'all say later, cause he a good old boy. Wait, here I am.
Hey, mate, take it easy. Thank you so much for everything.
We gotta get some music going, cause it's getting boring in here. I'm just talking and I don't know what I'm talking about. What are we doing in here? Oh yeah, we needed the accent, no, the aridacity. That's what we need, cause that's a clock divider, and that divides the clocks. And I don't need to be explaining this to you, do I? Good. So first, we're gonna plumb up that clock, boy. We're gonna put a square wave in there. Let me zoom in. There we go. We're going to put it on the square wave. There, it's happy, boy. And then we're going to take the clock, and then we're going to put it right into this clock over here. And you look at that old boy. Look at that old boy. He all happy. He moving around. He going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's not John Fogerty, but it's something. You gotta give it time, you know. John Fogerty, it took him weeks to come up with his style. It'll take you 2 weeks, maybe 4. Okay, so now we gotta go in here, and now we gotta go put it in here. And then it's gotta come out of here, and then it goes into here. Now we have note. Now you were saying to yourself, Merod, I don't hear no nothing. And I'm like, yeah, boy, there's a reason, cause we didn't plug it in. So we're gonna plug it in to the mixer. Now, pro tip, turn the mixer down first. Don't turn it all the way up. You're gonna hurt your ears, and boy, you only got 2. When you lose both of them, what you gonna do? Nothing, cause you deaf, stupid. You listen to it too loud. Okay, that is definitely a masterpiece. I call this the same note over and over and over. Or who. Now we're gonna go and randomize it. Oh wait, hold up. I forgot. See, right here we gotta change the range. I wrote a song about it. It's called You Gotta Change the Range, Boy. You gotta change the range, boy. Okay, it's got a little bit of work, but trust me, it's gonna be a banger when we get it going. Okay, randomize. I said randomize. Well, you know, oh yeah, because we didn't put nothing in the gate. So here's a trick. You put it in that gate and it goes beep beep beep. Oh yeah. I know what you're thinking. This is the most beautiful thing in the world, and you're right. It is.
All right, I'm going to stop doing that. Thank you so much for that hype train, guys. Thank you so much for those bits. Let's fucking go. All right, so it's kind of not that cool. Let's quantize it. We got presets here. I like those. We're going to go with the Aeolian because it sounds delicious. Now we make all 4 of these the same, but I don't know if that's a hard rule. You could probably experiment if you know what you're doing. I don't. Now, we also have the gate aspect of it, so let's turn this envelope generator on, and we have the gates over here. So let me trigger it from, we'll do this one for now. And then I'll feed this guy. I'll feed this guy right here. Actually, you know what? Something I meant to do earlier. Actually, I want to take these and put these at like 4 and speed this up. I was thinking about it last night. Okay, so there's one. And you can tell it's pretty easy to change it if you just start messing around, or you mess with the start point or change the timing on it. It'll start to change. If we change the gate for this, we'll get a different one. I think that's different. Should be different. Let's make 4 more of these. So on the big boy modular, that's usually what I have is the TKB, which has 4 channels, and then I feed it into the Ornament and Crime, which has the same has a sample and hold and a quantizer. I wonder if we flip this over. We'll leave it as is now. And then we need to feed these all different gates. Let's do the outputs. V1, V3, and V4. We'll plug this kit in first. All right, it doesn't have a gate feed, so let's do that. We'll do all right, now we'll add the envelope so it has a little bit more rhythm. do something really quick. Let me reset this. You plug this into two. All right, and then we'll plug this one into here, maybe, and then we'll plug this guy into here. And it really doesn't matter so much. I mean, you can experiment. Since we have 4, some of them can be in time with it, and by that I mean, so we have a 4 sequence thing, and we have you know, even odd divisions. So what will happen with the sample and hold is instead of it going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll get 1, 3, 2, 4, or a more complicated version, a more complicated pattern like 1, 4, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 2. It'll give you more interesting patterns, and all you have to do is change the sample and hold, or change the master clock to your sequencer. Let's do the other voice here. By the way, guys, if you have any questions, just stop me and I'll... Here, we'll do one at a time. I probably want to tune these things down. Give them a little bit more release time. I'll let the first one stay. And then let's add the 4th one. That sounds nice. I like it. So we'll turn the... And I'm just using these voices right now because they... it's just really simple. There's already there's a VCA sort of built in. Not for our purposes, it's built in, but it just saves us the hassle of doing the whole patching for a synth voice. So now we've got those guys going. That's kind of how I like to do it. It's set up now. There's a bunch of stuff you can do. You can go in here and start randomizing your obviously, some of these could use some tone adjustments, so we'll do that real quick just to get these in the deal. I'm going to take this down an octave. Same thing with this kid. And let's do it with this guy, too. Now, you can also get some tone differences. This one has a gate, so I can get a little bit of attack on there. All right. It's okay. I think I could use some more release time. Will a VVFO not be more simpler? What's a VVFO? I'm trying to stay within one brand. I'm trying to keep the number of brands that you download to a very, very big minimum. So if it's not Bog Audio, VCV, or the 2 or 3 other ones I mentioned, no. But that one would work too. I'm really just showing an example. You can use any of these voices that you want Doesn't really matter. You can use a different gate generator if you want. I haven't quite cracked the gate generator code yet. I'm trying different things, doing different things. Some things are cool, some things could be cooler. This is definitely could be upgraded for sure, the gate generation. But, you know, to get things moving and going, it works. Let's see, let me do this. All right. What's cooler than cool? I don't know. Like, for example, these gates are cool, but I guess you know what I could do? I could follow my own advice and mix these things up. Let's turn that guy down. And then, you know, if anybody knows the channel, knows that I'm gonna have to add some effects. First, we'll go with reverb because it's like the Freebird. I don't know. Wait, where is it? Is it over here? Oh, there it is. What are you doing over there, buddy? That's crazy. That's crazy. And then we're gonna need to add some delay. Move my chair back over here, but watch it be in the way. There it is. This guy right here. All right. And then some quick plumbing here. First off, you want to take the dry out, and you want to get it all wet for how I'm patching it in. I don't know, you can get weird if you want, but I want wet. Oh yeah, Tucker rocks. All right, and then this guy here, and this guy here. And then let's take the sync and we'll put the sync on here. We'll put it on a slow sync. And then we'll start turning up the delay first. And then a little reverb. This reverb is awesome. I'm gonna change this back. Not working the way I wanted it to, and I'm not sure. There you go. We just moved that crap around and now it sounds really cool. Now, if you love Plateau, me too. Try is always better. So the only modules we're using right now are from All Right Devices, which is I believe that's the delay. Yeah. Aridacity, which is this clock divider here. It's really all they make. And then Bog Audio. This is a sample and hold module. And then Mind Meld, Valley for the plateau, and then we're gonna get to the Wicked here in a minute. The sample and holds are really the main part of it, too, because if we just go straight, it's just going to sound like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. With this way, you get a little bit more variety. There's a couple of different ways you can program this too. You can just do random, but you can also take the clock out. I do this a lot. I'll take the, actually I could just turn this off, can't I? Oh, that's not annoying. So, for your next noise piece, I got you, fam. So, I'll stop it on a phase, and then I'll tune 2 notes in. It also helps with levels too. I'll go with that. I'm not going to spend too much time. And you can hear that one's kind of already in there. We'll do the next layer. You can All right, so now we have we've got those 4. Now we can bring the envelopes back in. And then we can bring our clock back in. I was like, why isn't this working? Oh yeah, there's no clock. And that's one way to build up the patch and so forth. Now, this only has 4 steps, but it actually has an expansion to it. Where is it? Bog Audio. This little guy here. This little robot. So, if you notice, you can see this stepping through. Once we add this on, it's now part of it. So we'll need to randomize this. Now it only affects this one. That's kind of a cool feature in this. that I was tinkering with a little bit that I really like is that you can disconnect this if you don't want it and then reconnect it, and now it's part of your sequence. So it's kind of a fun way to try different things out even further that you really couldn't, you can't, I don't know, I guess you could maybe do on a modular, but I'd have to think about it on how you would go about it. So now we've got this nice cool structure here. You can keep building upon it. You can maybe build a synth patch and put like a nice big bass line or a lead or something just to play over it, or drop some drums in. But you can also, I'm gonna randomize this one, and I'll make one more, but I'll detach this one. And then we're gonna get our last module here, which is from, oops. Oh, wait a minute, that's not it. Let's go. From Wicked. So they have this module here, the Langueur. And it's basically it's like a sloths from nonlinear circuits. It's very similar in a lot of different ways, and it's one of my favorite things I love to use the sloth as an alternative for an LFO. You know what's easy now? Well, we'll see. Oh, let's add one other thing here to spice this up. Let me go back to Bog Audio one last time, maybe. Hopefully. We need some filtration. They have this nice little filter here. We're going to use that and duplicate it. Oh, you bugger. Fine. And let's run it through. Okay, so now they've all got their filters on. We'll need to mix it up a little bit. I just want to use the low pass right now. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Now we'll take the Wicked. The way that this works is these are faster, slower, slower, really slow. We're going to add this to all the CV inputs on here so we can get these to sweep in and out, and that will kind of auto mix it, sort of. And then we'll also add that to the panning on here. So this mixer has I love this mixer. I didn't really go on to it too long because it's a big story, but this mixer has a ton of really cool features, and one of them is that you can CV the volumes and the pans. Now I'll sometimes do the volumes, but I think for right now we'll just do the pan, so you can see the progress indicator. And you can see the effects that it's having. Now there's a couple of settings on this module that you can mess with. Scale, I try to widen the scale. I don't really know what the speed or shape would be. but it's good stuff. Oh, Phil Mortho, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. How am I doing on time? I didn't pay attention to that part. I know it's like a 45-minute thing, and I'm kind of gone through it, but I'd love for any questions. If you guys are not clear on anything, it's not rocket surgery what's going on here, but I'm sure there's a couple of there might be a couple of disconnects from what you might be used to, or ways that you might do it. But I definitely would love to hear. I'd love to see you guys trying this out. So that's why I have it out here and so forth, because I love it. You can do this with a full-size modular. Just get your sequencer, or you can even use an LFO. You probably want to squeeze down the size so it's not jumping up 5 octaves, but you could squeeze it down to where it covers maybe 1.5 octaves. Feed that into your sample and hold. Try different speeds, different of the LFO versus your chop times, and you'll find some cool jams. If you don't have a sequencer yet, it's literally for years, it's what I did in lieu of a sequencer, was just feed LFOs into sample and hold modules, and I called them jazz modules. I'm like, oh yeah, we got the Ornette Coleman over here. We got the John Zorn over here. I'm gonna save this patch and play with it later. Yeah, and I have the patch as well. It's almost identical to this. I have 3 of those. They were just me rehearsing for this. So, and they're in our Discord. So you can definitely go and download those and give them a shot. Let me see, I'll try to keep going as long as you want. Okay, well, I didn't know if we were supposed to go back into the Golden Shrimp Guild and close out the evening, close out the event. I didn't know what our plans were. It's up with a SQ64. I'm nuts with just a laptop on there. It is some kind of this. I like to have that look forever, loop forever. Yeah, I often, like on our YouTube channel, there's several 10-hour videos that are just ambient VCV rack things. They're for ASMR and just relaxing and so forth. And they're almost all this way. He looked pretty tired quite a while ago, so I can't blame him at all. What a trooper for putting this all together and being the ringleader on this. What a trooper. Hats off to them for sure. To Act Attack. I can't believe the amount of weight on that cat's shoulder. That's brutal. It's brutal. Modularing is a hard drive. Well, this is a very cheap version of it, and it's a great way to sketch out ideas too. If I'm out of town, I love using this, or if I'm not at home, you know, whatever. You know, if I just pull open my laptop and I'll be like, well, what if I do, and I use this for sketching out ideas, because it has everything that I have in one way or another. It's not a one-to-one, but it's pretty darn close. 13-hour day for him. Yeah, dang. Use a controller or click? Are you talking about for For this, I'm just mousing it. I just have my trackball mouse that you guys like to make fun of. It's fine. I have two. Ooh, and I'm using both left and right. But yeah, I just use a trackball mouse. I'm not really performing in this. I don't really do any performances. I'm mostly just like, I'm more precision. And that's kind of what another thing I like in VCV is that I can be precision. Like we can look at the, murder. So you can mouse over and you can see the voltage coming out of that output. And then there's a lot of other little details that are brought in that are really useful that I love to use. And they're just not available in the analog world. But when I'm on the analog machine, it's a lot more instinctual. You know, you're just kind of like, that knob, you're like, that knob needs a twerking. Fuck yeah, it needed twerking. Now I'm gonna twerk. And then you twerk, and then your mom leaves. Walk to Bog Audio got me hooked into trying hardware modular. Oh, really? That's awesome. No joke, been considering a trackball mouse. Yeah, I've been a trackball mouse fan for a very long time because I've been a multi-monitor person back when they were still, the big O. I had like two 21-inch LCD monitors one time on my desk, my glass desk. I kept waiting for it to shatter. And, the mice, especially back then, nowadays it's not so bad, but especially back then, you just had to do this to go from one window to the next, and then this to go to the next, versus... And so I really enjoy just like doing that to fly around and but I'm a dork. It's just your mileage may vary greatly. The key card. Yeah, with the little nipple thing. Oh my gosh. I know. I worked with a guy who loved those things. That was his jam. Well, cool. Well, let's see here. Did not expect to keep going tonight. Not mad, just didn't expect it. Was going to measure my whiskers tonight. That'll have to wait. All right. That's a weird metaphor and a weird apology, but your heart's in the right place. Yeah, I don't know. I think we should pull some of these filters down lower. We'll have more of them we'll have more solos. For years I used Dumpster ThinkPad. It's fast because your fingers are still on the keyboard. Yeah, I know. I understood the idea behind it. I personally couldn't get on board with it, but that's just me. You can power whack with your thumb. There you go. That's some hardcore moves there. I really like this, using this as a sequencer. Let me try something here. jump this one, or did it... Huh. Let me see if I can do a boomerang effect. Yeah, well, nope. No, it's just stupid. Oh well. I tried. Too old to adapt now. Can't get those muscle memory. You know, that's how I was with game controllers, and this old dinosaur learned that he wasn't very good at it. But he learned. Man, I really don't know what else we could do with this patch. I honestly was hoping this would fill out our time really well. Now I'm just cleaning it up, making it pretty. A beat. So, man. Let's do that. Let's do that really fast. Alright. Let's see. I can't remember. Nah, it's not gonna be in here. Where is... Let me do... There's a drum module that's really good. Is it this? I think it's this. And then let's do its snare. And then let's do... Can we get like a hat? And then we'll use a sequencer here. We'll do random. Nice. Let me organize this so my brain is happy. Yes, brain is pleased. Kick to kick. Snare to snare. Ashes to ashes. Funk to funky. We all know Major Tom's a junkie. I don't know exactly how this hat works. We'll figure that out in a minute. Where's our clock? Our clock is over here. Is it working? Can't tell. Alright, let me plug these in and I'll see if it's working. I gotta plug it in the right output. That's weird. Let's try that one that said Bath Synth. I really like that one better. Let me hear this guy by itself real quick. What's that high? It's not really much of a kick, though. I thought I found a cool kick. But Oh wait, it's behind me. That's where this shit was. Where's the is this the cave? No. It's from these guys though. Hora. Is this guy the one? Yeah, there we go. Alright, later. Later. I got confused. My memory is bad. It happens. More to me. There we go. There we go. Let's see what this snare sounds like. Oh, shit. Alright, I'm gonna go get that cool snare from these guys too. Man, I'm just gonna go to Hora. I don't know why I'm not doing that. Oh. What is their names then? Oh wait, fuck it. I'm out of it. Get a little bit more. Actually, let's just randomize it again. I don't know if I want that bottom to look a little more solid. Maybe put a little verb on that kick. There we go. Okay. So there we go. That's not, there's a little bit of a little beat there. We could get weirder with it if we wanted to, but why try? Draw something on the panel. Hey, what is that? Dzave? Why so simple sound so far? Can't you do layering? Technically we are doing layering. We've got 4 voices going at once. Really the purpose of this, of all this is to cover using a sequencer and a sample and hold to generate melodies and sequences and so forth. That's our purpose. Now the voices I used, yeah, you could use anything you want. You probably got something way better, and there's probably some better filters, some better this and some better that. That's not up for debate at all. I'm absolutely confident that's the case. However, what I'm just trying to do is show how you can generate these and change things up by just changing very simple elements of it. We could move these around if we want and swap them up. We can move them back, but it's different. Sequence sucks for drums. Don't use it for drums. Okay. Thanks, boss. Anything else I need to do? I mean, you've clearly been here for a while and you know what's up. Let's go ahead and pull this down. Sequences don't suck for drums. Yeah, I mean, it's like your opinion, man. Treats objects like women, man. Use complex LFOs for drums, pull a shit wolf. That's true. Yeah. It's better when you utilize sequencers for melodical stuff. Sorry if I'm being rude. I have no idea what better is, though. It's like, it's such a weird, arbitrary thing to say. You know, red's better. Have you tried red? You should do red. Red's a much better thing to use. Red is much more aesthetically pleasing. Use red. So, I'm getting the impression you have no idea what's going on in here, and you just dropped in or something. The drums that we added were just brought in by someone else's request. I have spent longer in the bathroom this morning working on my paperwork than I did on this drum loop. And again, this is mostly a demo to illustrate sequencing techniques. Not really big on drumming techniques. I have a lot of other things for that. That's a totally different day of the week. Very precise drums using current DAWs. Yeah, I don't think you know where you're at, mate. I don't think you know where you're at. But thank you for hooking me up with that info. I appreciate it. I always need to get smarter. All right. Yeah. My argument is always there is no wrong way. There is only your way and the way and a way, but not wrong way. All right. Speaking of wrong way, what's going on? So we're not going to we're not going to go raid into the Golden Shrimp Guild. We're going to go somewhere else. Where are we going? I gotta argue, I really dig on this jam, actually. If you just take a moment and I stop talking for 5 seconds, it's really nice, you know? Are you up to it? I can give it another shot. I'm back up. Yeah, it's either that or I see low-key Doom is on. So if we can't do the Bleep Temple, that we've got a couple of backups. Yeah, mate, go ahead and get online. That would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. I was kind of, I didn't want to pour sugar on the wound and stuff, or sugar. I don't know if sugar on the wound hurts, but lemon juice on the wound. But I was a little bit like, aww, because you were explaining, and I've had discussions with Bleep a few times, especially in the past, and they've really given me some great information on how they jam and how he puts everything together, and it's given me a lot of really good ideas. Like, oh shit, I should do that. For example, I remember Bleep told me about the drum pieces all being ran through separate outputs. And basically treating each one of the drum machine pieces so that they're all separated, but they're all, working together, but, you have basically individual control. And I was like, man, I've got an output for each one on the Nava. I could implement that. I just need to get off my butt, really, and get a whole bunch of distortion pedals. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Oh yeah, I love talking to you guys. I love picking your brains. You guys are the best for advice on doing things differently. You cats come up with some of the most brilliant ways to do stuff, and I always appreciate it. Like picking, and figuring those things out. It's really, I don't know. I get bored really, really easily. Really, really easily with stuff. It's like probably a plague of mine, my lazy boredomness. So when someone tells me, oh, I ran my drums this way, the drum machine suddenly becomes way more interesting to use. I'm back on that instrument. Yeah, but you are up and running. Okay, let me pull you up here. Oh, there you are. There we are. Perfect. I gotta copy and paste. I like tried to type someone's name in one time, and we all rated like an auto-corrected name, and it was very embarrassing. Nope, that's not the word raid. That is the word rod. And it won't let me paste. Let's try this again. There we go. All right. What was it? I was trying to go to Glorgana, and I think it went to like Georgia or Gloria or something like that, and I didn't notice it until I was like, what the hell's going on? Why is no one in her channel? I had the page up. I'm like, where the hell are we? And then it dawned on me. I was like, oh, I'm so stupid. I tried to fix it, but it was too late. Guys, thank you so much. We got a bunch of new followers. Thank you guys for that hype train too, and that love and support. I really appreciate it. We'll be back on Tuesday. I don't know if we're gonna do more keyboard repair, or if we're gonna go to Jamtown. We need to go to Jamtown, but we need to do the keyboard repair. So we'll figure something out. But we will be back on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we'll be kicking it. We're gonna head over to Bleep Temple and go rock out with them for the rest of the night. I think they're gonna give us some delicious beats and treats and a little bit of explanation to continue on with their presentation. And yeah, thank you so much to the Golden Shrimp Guild. It's such a great opportunity and an honor to do this kind of stuff, and I always appreciate it. And oh yeah, we got solid modular drum tips. Yeah, I learned a lot about drum programming today. Oh my God. That's so funny. Oh yeah, especially, anyways, I'm not gonna brag, but I'm pretty good at drum programming. I'll just put it that way. I've done some stuff with some things. All right, mates, I love you to death. Thank you everybody for all the fun, all the good times. Have a good rest of the weekend. Let's GTFO out of here. Let me throw that raid up. There we go. The raid is beginning. The raid is starting. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Got a nice healthy crowd here. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, I'm gonna blabber. Blah, 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 blah. Cheers, guys. Take care. Here, I'm gonna go, let me see. Can I disappear? No. Ah, there we go. Now I'm gone. Oh. All right. Let this play for a little bit. Shitty drums and all. I'll see you guys over at Bleep Temples.